can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. How do you do? 'Cause I'm feeling so good. Darkest memories now let me fall back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. How do you do? 'Cause I'm feeling so good.
a pro skater. Baby mama bugging, I'm so quick to hit ignore. Buku bitches in my bed, I got scales all on my floor. I got money on the line, plus I'm clocking it galore. I got bitches kissing bitches, all them bitches go explore. I'm feeling way up, I stay up. Put your bitch on my Snapchat, while I make her. She want a chance with me, cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a but I never get feelings, cause shawty, I know what you after. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. Watch I look, I'm jugging. Dissect your hand if your hand in my putting. Put two in your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a poopy, yo, bitch get tookin'. I'm not the type to go fuck with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fish. Oh, young and trapping out the bando. From the ceiling fan to the damn floor. Trying to stack my money up, cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay. See the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
You got me trapped inside this spell. Now I feel like your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel that.
Too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour. Looking in the mirror 'cause it's only you.
Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel. We are back here today for Manchester City versus Paris Saint-Germain. What a massive game, actually, isn't it? I've had a bit of a busy day and I haven't really thought about the game too much. I haven't realised what a big game it is, and the nerves start to come on to you a little bit, don't they, when you start to think of the game. Manchester City versus PSG. I did happen to miss the Chelsea game this weekend due to some other commitments, so I didn't manage to do the live with you guys. But City performed really well in that game, didn't they? Picking up 1-0 against Chelsea. They play PSG tonight, and then it's Liverpool on the weekend. What, massive 3 games, all away from home as well. I don't expect City to win all 3, but if they did win all 3, how good is Pep doing with this side? This is the side that City have gone out with today against Paris Saint-Germain. So Ederson starts in goal. We've got a back 4 of Walker, Diaz, Laporte and Joao Cancelo. In the midfield 3, it is Rodri, Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne. That midfield 3 worked absolutely fantastically, didn't it, against Chelsea? Worked, Rodri and Bernardo sort of a double pivot, really, rather than Rodri sitting as a lone defensive midfielder, and then De Bruyne in front. And Bernardo Silva covered every blade of grass, so did Rodri, and just were fantastic at Stamford Bridge. They really were. Grealish on the left-hand side of the front 3, Mahrez on the right, and today, no Phil Foden, which has surprised me a little bit. I think he might play Anfield, possibly Phil Foden. I would have hoped he was in today there, Phil Foden, but it's Raheem Sterling that starts in the striker position. Now, last time he played there was in that Southampton game where he wasn't very good, was he? And he's not been very good for a long time. And I mean, I think people are a little bit too harsh on Sterling. I do keep an eye on social media and the opinions of City fans around the world, and someone was saying, well, if Sterling starts, I'm not watching, which is really harsh on Raheem Sterling. He's clearly... I think Sterling needs to understand this as a player, that because we know how good he can be, the fact that he hasn't been for so long is what frustrates people. We expect better of him. We expect so much better of him. And he hasn't been that player for a very long time. Now, City have got a lot of options on the bench, and I have to give credit to Joshua Wilson-Esbrand and James McAtee, who've made it from the youth team onto the bench today for Manchester City. This is the City side compared to the PSG side, which is massively a game of tactical approach, isn't it? Like in any football game, how do you stop the front 3 is the biggest, question that will be asked of that City defence. And how do you score against PSG, I don't think is as big a question. So Donnarumma starts in goal for them. They've gone with the back 4. It's Hakimi, Marquinhos and Nuno Mendes. Then they've got Idrissa Gana Gueye, Marco Verratti and Ander Herrera in the midfield 3. Neymar on the left, Lionel Messi on the right, and Kylian Mbappe through the middle. That is a ridiculous PSG side. And PSG have hung on to Kylian Mbappe this summer, haven't they? They rejected around 180, 200 million from Real Madrid. Now, Mbappe is out of contract at the end of the season. He will go to Real Madrid at some point. I assume at the end of the season he'll go on a free. PSG are willing to let Mbappe leave on a free and turn down 200 million because I think in their eyes, that is the Champions League for winning front 3. And if they win the Champions League, that is worth 200 million to them. And they're happy to, lose Mbappe for free next summer. Tactical battles in this game are going to be crucial all over the field. And we'll go through them in just a little second. But I do want to talk about the live comments because you guys are here commenting as always, which is great to see. Julie says, evening all. She's gone with a 2-1, the same as Sophie. Sophie's gone with a 2-1 as well, prediction-wise. Andrew's gone for a 3-2. I think Josh has been in here as well, and so is Brian. So good to have you all. I hope you can watch the game with us and enjoy this experience of seeing Manchester City versus PSG. And I know for a fact I won't be doing a live for the home game of City versus PSG because I'm hoping to be at that game. I mean, to see Mbappe, Neymar, Messi... that front 3, it's one of those things. I was lucky enough to see Messi, Neymar, Suarez a few years ago, which was fantastic. There's some little things in football that you can't miss, isn't there? And that's one thing that I definitely won't miss. Key battles on the pitch, anyway. Their front 3 play very narrow, as we expect. Mbappe loves to run into this left-hand channel between Diaz and Walker. Now, Mbappe did struggle in that game in the semi-final last season, although he was carrying a bit of an injury. I suspect Mbappe might try his luck down more the right-hand side against Cancelo, who's going to push forward, because Walker and Diaz did handle him pretty well. Neymar and Messi like to tuck inside and create chances. They're not, they're not about goal scoring, particularly Neymar and Messi. They've learned a lot from themselves. Even though the Brazilian flair that Neymar has and the ability that Lionel Messi has, we know that, and he can pull out a goal from absolutely anywhere. They want to come in narrow and they want to create chances for Kylian Mbappe. I think that's why PSG have gone with a more balanced midfield today, and I have to say it is a pretty balanced midfield. No Kureta really in there. I don't think Verratti, Idrissa Gueye, and the Herrera are particularly creators themselves, because Lionel Messi and Neymar will carry the burden of creating. It's those three to break up play and get the ball to those guys and stop Manchester City doing what they want to do. The fullbacks are very attacking. Nuno Mendes is usually played in the back three. He was heavily linked with Manchester City this summer. City decided against signing left back. Don't understand why. He's only young. He's untested really. Played in the Liga NOS, and also Nuno Mendes. He's played primarily in a back. Five in a 3-back. He played at that left wing back, so he's not really a defensive fullback by any means. He wants to be in the forward area of the pitch, getting crosses in, and that also goes for the fullback on the other side for PSG. Hakimi, the Moroccan ex-Real Madrid player, he wants to be in the City half as well. He wants to be in around the box. He's more of a goal scorer than Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes is more of a crossing sort of fullback. Hakimi wants to be in the box. He wants to, create chances with little cutbacks. He wants to be shooting and getting goals for himself. And that really does leave Kimpembe and Marquinhos, two incredibly athletic, good on the ball. Marquinhos has played in midfield plenty of times. Kimpembe, a wonderful left foot for a French centre-back as well. And those two, again, are not real out-and-out defenders. Despite being athletic, they're quick, they're strong, good in the air, which is going to help PSG, because I think they're going to be doing a lot of running, those two. Idrissa Gueye is going to have to help them out in midfield. I think that's why PSG have gone with this more disciplined midfield. And people like Herrera and Verratti, I think Herrera might play more on the right-hand side, Verratti on the left-hand side of that midfield, are going to have to be incredibly disciplined today for when Nuno Mendes and Hakimi get forward. Hakimi in particular, he loves to be in the forward area. He doesn't want to get back. And the thing is, this is where the battles comes in for City. Because if Hakimi is playing far up the field, Jack Grealish is going to find a lot of space on that left-hand side. And he will find himself, I believe, we'll see how the game goes, a lot of times one-on-one with the central midfielder, where Herrera might pull out into that right-hand channel. You might see Verratti pull out there, depending on, or Idrissa Gueye, depending on who plays on that right-hand side. And Marquinhos is going to be isolated against Jack Grealish. Also, Cancelo loves to be in that channel as well. But the worry is defensively, Grealish isn't the biggest tracking back, is it? As we know, Joao Cancelo he isn't Kyle Walker defensively at all, by any means. They're up against Messi and Hakimi. So I think the right-hand side is the biggest battle of them all. I think Walker can keep Neymar out. He's got the quality to keep Neymar out. Neymar will find himself in the middle and the central areas of the pitch for most of the game. That is how Neymar's going to play. And Nuno Mendes will making these overlaps. I think Mahrez can isolate Nuno Mendes as well. Do a couple of step-overs, beat him because he isn't the most competent defensively. We'll see that today. Rodri's going to have a good game. He's going to have to play like he did against Chelsea, just absolutely incredibly good. De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva. Bernardo is an absolute engine in the midfield, and Pep spoke this week to me about Bernardo possibly still wanting to leave, which is a big shame, but I think people are worried about how you replace him. There will be a way to replace Bernardo Silva. My biggest worry on the field is Raheem Sterling. He's my biggest worry. He's out of form, which has been out of form for a very long time now. He's not looking so good at finishing in front of goal. He's going to play a sort of false nine role. He's going to drift into wide areas. But I think Marquinhos and Kimpembe, Sterling's biggest job today is not scoring goals. He's not getting involved. It is purely keeping those two centre-backs occupied, keeping the midfield, maybe Gueye tracking as well. That will open up those space in those wide areas for Grealish and Mahrez. If you can open up them space for those two players, we could destroy PSG today. I really do believe that. I think they're a side heavy reliant on the front line, aren't we? And we are not that sort of team. We are a very balanced squad compared to PSG that have got individually good players all over the field. But I mean, in Ligue 1, I'm not a big fan of Ligue 1. I actually made a mistake in the post today. I called PSG the French champions. And it wasn't, of course. It was Lille. And a few people commented that, but that shows how much I don't watch Ligue 1. But in Ligue 1, PSG have struggled, haven't they? The last two games they've won have been late goals. I think one from Icardi, one from Kimpembe the other day in a 3-2 win, and I think it was another 2-1 win, and both in the 93rd minute goals. So that shows where PSG are lacking. And to concede 2 goals or a couple of goals against teams like Brest and so on, that shows where their PSG's problems lie. And I think City can exploit those problems today. PSG have gone right down the road of star power. We want to get as many star players in as possible, and that will suit us. I don't think that's the way to go forward. City, I think, is much better with this actual team that is well balanced. So we'll see how it goes today between City and PSG. Like I said, key battles, especially in those wide areas. It's going to be very exciting to see how that works out. We have started a new Master League on PES 2022. So if you guys have been keeping up with that, keep watching. Please do continue to like those videos. I think the videos, one went out today as well. I'll give it a quick check for you guys, but I think one of our videos went out today on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll have a quick look, actually. I haven't had a chance to look today. But 36 views so far in 3 hours. So thank you very much for the views. You guys keep watching. And it's been fantastic to have so many people so interested in the Master League. I think the first episode we put out, the Super Jack Grealish debut, has now got 890 views. So that's a big thank you to you guys for doing that. It wouldn't be possible, this channel, without you guys' support. So thank you very much for that. To so many views on a video that's just gone out, that is great. It shows you guys really did enjoy the video. So thank you very much for that. So City versus PSG, the players are in the tunnel. We're very close to kickoff. A couple of minutes away before the players come out. It's going to be a very interesting game, isn't it? And it depends what you prioritise. I mean, Pep Guardiola's put out a pretty strong side, hasn't he, against PSG today? But some would consider Liverpool the more important game, because we will go through in the group whether we finish first or second. We have put a little poll in: will Messi score versus Man City tonight? We've had 12 votes so far. 58% say no. So you don't think Lionel Messi is going to score, which is interesting. I think he will score. He seems to always score, Lionel Messi, doesn't he? Emil Smith-Rowe says, why was there no watch along for Man City versus Chelsea? I'm sorry I missed that, actually. I had other commitments, so I couldn't do it. I did plan to do that, but on the day, there was a lot of things going on. I'm in the process of actually moving property at the moment, so people are having little views of the house and showing them round, and I can't do a live at the same time, unfortunately, so I couldn't do the live, but I'm back today, and I should be back for the future, so on. So don't worry, the lives will keep going. I missed a good game, didn't I, against Chelsea there? I really did. Margaret's here as well. She's hoping for a good game. It should be a good game, shouldn't it? Two massive sides here, City and PSG. The City lineup there on the left-hand side. The Champions League anthem blares out here at the Parc des Princes. And the stadium is absolutely full. Absolutely full. I don't think Messi, Neymar and Mbappe will work well together. Yeah, they've not worked well together so far, the Emil Smith-Rowe. The issue is players of their quality, when they click, then you gets worried, doesn't it? No Ramos. I think he's still injured, Emil Smith-Rowe. I think PSG actually have seen why Real Madrid were offering Sergio Ramos a new contract, because he is once again injured. So he's not playing. He might be on the bench, but I don't think he's fully fit. I think the way PSG play as well, with Hakimi bombing forward, with Nuno Mendes bombing forward, they need two athletic centre-backs who've got a lot of running in them. And that's why they've got Kimpembe and Marquinhos at the back. So Donnarumma starts in goal for PSG. Hakimi, Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Nuno Mendes in the back four. Midfield three of Idrissa Gana Gueye, Marco Verratti, and Herrera. Then, of course, that front three, Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi. Messi. They've got Navas on the bench, Paredes, Icardi, Danilo Pereira, Wijnaldum, of course, Kurzawa, Diallo, Draxler, Kehrer, some of the known names. No Sergio Ramos on the bench. He is still injured. We'll see what the City team is on the bench. I think City have got quite a lot of good options on the bench, as City always do. Phil Foden, the biggest one, of course. So Ruben Dias captains Manchester City tonight. Shows how far Dias has come, doesn't it? That he's ahead of Kevin De Bruyne in the captain pecking order. Captain for PSG is the Brazilian Marquinhos. I think Real Madrid might be contenders for the UEFA Champions League. Quite possibly, Emil Smith-Rowe. Real Madrid have been one of those teams that they've started the league really well. Vinicius seems to have finally found his shooting boots. Why Sterling plays as a striker? Last time they put him as a striker was against Southampton. I want Sterling to leave in January. Elijah's not a big fan of Sterling. Yeah, I can understand your frustration, Elijah. I would have played Foden there if you're not going to play, because I don't think Sterling's not been doing good, as he was shocking against Southampton. I don't think we should kick him out in January, but I don't think he'll sign a new contract. It's not looking good for City and that. City's bench, Stefan and Carson, the goalkeepers. We've got Stones, Ake, Jesus, Ferran Torres, Fernandinho, Foden, James McAtee, and Joshua Wilson-Esbrand. I think if Esbrand was to come on today, the number 97, he might be the highest number ever to make an appearance in Champions League history. Squad number, of course, not his age. Number 97. It shows Grealish as the false 9, says Emil Smith Rowe. Yeah, I don't think Grealish will be playing as a false 9. Grealish will be on that left-hand side and Raheem Sterling will be through the middle. That's the way City will go with it. And City in there. Beautiful white away kit today against PSG. But it will be Grealish on that left-hand side. Sterling will be playing in the false 9. Mahrez on the right-hand side. Messi with a discussion here with Ander Herrera before the game. Rodri also there. Kyle Walker starting very high up on this right-hand side for kick-off, which is interesting. So City versus PSG, massive, massive game. Emil Smith Rowe says 2-1 City or 2-2. Bold predictions there. Expecting goals. I mean, Andrew went for a 3-2. Sophie went for a 2-1 as well. And Julie, I actually said 2-1. And Conrad Plays in the community post, he also predicted a 2-1. So City versus PSG. And we are underway here. Liverpool versus Man City predictions, says Elijah. I don't even know what I think about that yet. I'd say 2-1 Liverpool. 2-1 Liverpool. City always never win at Anfield, do they? But they might win at the Parc des Princes. Here's Jack Grealish on the left-hand side up against Ander Herrera. And back he goes to Cancelo. Walker's playing the higher of the two fullbacks here, which is interesting. Good to see Laporte back in there and getting game time again. Top quality centre-back, I know, at Laporte. We know that. Here's Diaz bringing the ball forward. A little wonderful ball by Diaz over the top to Kyle Walker. And into the hands of Gianluigi Donnarumma, who makes his PSG debut today. PSG 2, Man City 3. Jesus to score the winning goal, says Elijah. Well, that'd be massive for Jesus' confidence, wouldn't it? Here's Rodri just marshalling and Herrera. PSG get a throw in. For the UEFA Champions League, people are really underestimating Bayern. Yeah, there's a few teams I think are favourites this season. Bayern Munich, PSG of course, Liverpool I'd say are in there, Real Madrid of course. Sterling fouled here early on by Herrera, free kick to Manchester City. Marco Verratti not thinking that's a foul himself. Wasn't happy with that decision. Was Marco Verratti, and free kick to City. On the far left-hand side of the pitch here. Probably about 40 yards away from the box or so. But one for De Bruyne to swing in. Of course, De Bruyne scored that goal here last season where it was a cross that just bounced all the way into the net past Keylor Navas. Bernardo runs over it. De Bruyne with a swing in here. PSG player is down. It's Idrissa Gana Gueye. Mahrez clips it into Kyle Walker. I remember saying Laporte and Diaz would be better than Diaz and Stones in a stream. Yeah, quite right. I think they complement each other well. I think Stones and Laporte are two very ball-playing centre-backs. That's all they think about. And we need someone who's a pure defender, which is Diaz. And they complement each other very well, whether it's Stones and Laporte, whether it's Stones and Diaz or Laporte and Diaz. Here's Kyle Walker for Manchester City on the edge of his box. They are a disgrace if they don't win the Champions League, says Elijah, the PSG. Yeah, they should win the PSG, should win the Champions League, shouldn't they, PSG? After all they've spent and the way they've gone about things, you'd expect it, but I don't think it's guaranteed. I don't think it's guaranteed at all. Here's Marquinhos. Ball lifted over the top to Neymar. Well read by Kyle Walker and nodded back to his goalkeeper Ederson. Calmly done by the England fullback. Who's not looking like slowing down, is he at all, Kyle Walker? Here's Diaz. Laporte. Rodri. Back to Diaz. City working it very slow. Will you do a Manchester City FIFA 22 career? Asked Elijah. Of course it will, Elijah. For us normal people, FIFA's not out yet. But for the people, I don't know, you'd say career mode professionals or whatever, the ultimate team professionals, that they seem to, you know, have EA access and all those things. They're already playing the game, aren't they? But I won't be getting the game till the 1st of October on release date. PES 2022 coming out soon, says Emil Smith. Well, it's not PES, is it really? It's was it ePES or eFootball, whatever they're calling it. It looks shocking, to be honest with you. It looks really, really poor. Really poor. PES actually looks so much better. PES 21 looks so much better. Here's Neymar into Kyle Walker. Bernardo tight to Neymar, and he's skipping past challenges, but he's actually running out of play here, and it's a throw into Manchester City. That's sloppy from Neymar and his standards on this right-hand side. What's my favourite part of London, says Emil Smith Rowe? I haven't actually been. I've only ever been to London. I lived there for a time, only a very short time. I've not been there long enough to say what my favourite part is, really. I think I've only been there twice outside of that on a day trip or so. There's Jack Grealish, skips round. Hakimi. De Bruyne lifts one in here. To the far post to Mahrez. Nuno Mensch clears it away. And into Neymar. Neymar flicks it around the corner, but it's only to Bernardo Silva. Great win back by Bernardo, who gives it back away as well. And then Neymar, and here's Lionel Messi. Messi with a pass wide, and Messi wants a handball. He's not going to get one there. Elijah hopes Konami improve Master League. You'll be lucky, Elijah. I don't think they will. But I think you have to pay for it, so eFootball isn't free. Like they make out to be. Here's Diaz. Into Joao Cancelo. On this left-hand side. Outside the boot, passing to Kevin De Bruyne. It's brilliant. De Bruyne with a whip into the box. Kimpembe just gets a foot on it ahead of Raheem Sterling. And PSG clip it away with Marquinhos. Good header by Laporte. Stronger than Mbappe. And it will be a throw into PSG. No, a throw into Manchester City, actually. I thought Laporte got a touch on that. Well, PSG are playing at a slow pace. No, it is a throw into PSG now. City give the ball back. Very slow pace PSG are playing at a little bit here. I think they do look to sort of the individual brilliance of Messi and Mbappe and Neymar up top. There's Kimpembe. Verratti on the turn here. Pressing from De Bruyne. Brilliant from Marco Verratti. Spins him on the edge of his own box. Neymar up against Walker. Neymar, brilliant passing to Mbappe. A little bit of skill. Little nutmeg on Rodri as well by killing Mbappe. Here's Marco Verratti. Hakimi and acres of space. Into Herrera. He will work it to Hakimi. Here's Messi. Skips inside Grealish. Messi. Wide to Nuno Mensch. Bit overhit the pass. It was meant for Gay instead. Verratti. Messi. Nuno Mensch here. Oh, shocking first touch by him. And Bernardo Silva nicks it back off the fullback. Elijah's happy we get revenge over Chelsea. He's still into De Bruyne. PSG get it away. City had a really good chance to a counter-attack there. Are you doing a watch-along for Chelsea and Juve? I don't think so, Emil Smith. I'm a bit busy at the moment with things, unfortunately. But when I get, back into the things and things are settled down for me, I'm sure I'll be back to the lives of the other games as well. Here's Marquinhos. Messi picking up little pockets of space here. Hakimi. Herrera. Back to Marquinhos. City playing a sort of 4-4-2 really. De Bruyne alongside Sterling. Sterling just walking at the moment. Not even interested in pressing this PSG team. Here's Idrissa Gay. Well done, Jack Grealish. Really good pressing. Mbappe. Messi on this right hand side. He's got Hakimi on the overlap. Messi into Kylian Mbappe. He works it wide to Hakimi. Mbappe in behind here. He's got options in the box. Mbappe pulls it back to Neymar. Idrissa Gay, and he smashes it into the top corner. Dream start for PSG. 1-0 PSG against Manchester City. Brilliant from PSG. Wonderful finish, by the way. Wonderful finish from Gay. Mbappe and Hakimi combine on that far right hand side. Mbappe's pace. The difference. No one tracks him. Laporte comes across. They pull it back. Neymar misses the chance. But no one's there to stop Idrissa Gay. And I have to say, he's absolutely hammered this from about 10 yards out, if that. It's poor by Mahrez. Right into the top corner. The one place, no chance Edison's keeping that one out. It's poor defending from City. 1-0 down. Really poor from City. Really, really poor from City. I've just noticed Edison is playing today with a gum shield in. Strange decision from Edison, but he is playing with a gum shield in. Did have a little clash with Kai Havertz in the weekend. I'm not sure if that is related to the reason Edison's playing with a gum shield in. Here's Laporte. Diaz. Well, City's game plan, whatever it was, surely he's out the window now. Cancelo passed it into Herrera. City get a throw in. So 9 minutes in. And City are 1-0 down. PSG really do commit bodies forward, don't they? Here's Grealish. 1-on-1 with Hakimi. De Bruyne. Rodri. Back to Ruben Dias. Wide to Riyad Mahrez, who's not had a good game so far, Mahrez. Tackled by Neymar here. It's a throw into City on this right-hand side. I think PSG have found a bit of a balance today, haven't they, with their lineup? I think Verratti, Gay and Herrera in the midfield, three very hard-working midfielders, allows Messi, Neymar and Mbappe a bit more freedom. Of course, we're only 10 minutes in here. Plenty of time to go. Cancelo, Grealish on this left-hand side. Grealish against Hakimi. Into Rodri. On the turn. Back to Laporte. Wide to Cancelo. Up against Herrera. Away from Ander Herrera. Verratti there working hard to win it back. Oh, incredible footwork from the Italian. And here's Lionel Messi. It's a foul by Cancelo and Messi. And City are getting... They're struggling here, City. They really are. Quality of Lionel Messi. Mr. Tigerman says, I guess that's what happens when you play Sterling. Well, he's a bit of a bad luck charm at the moment, isn't he, Raheem Sterling? He really is. City seems to be poor when he does play. At the moment, he's non-existent, is he, up top anyway? Non-existent. Who'd have thought any different, to be honest with you? It wasn't his fault for the goal, though. The defence was poor. Ruben Dias, great win on Mbappe. Rodri's very, very slow in midfield, though, to get to Idrissa Gana Gueye. And Herrera works it out wide to Messi. Here is Messi. Hakimi. Mbappe. Just so much space for Mbappe. And Mahrez away, finally. De Bruyne. City can't get a foothold in this game at all. PSG are battering us at the moment. Kimpembe. Neymar. Nuno Mensch. Idrissa Gana Gueye under pressure from Bernardo Silva. Great quality from PSG, by the way. Oh, beautiful from Neymar. Verratti. Messi. Poor touch, but Sterling still can't win it back. Messi, Kimpembe. Nuno Mensch. Kimpembe again. Look at Hakimi. Hakimi is in acres and acres of space on the right-hand side. Just waiting to get that pass. And create like he did for the goal. Here's Bernardo Silva. Grealish has made a run, but it's not enough. Messi Magic, this is the hardest game of the season. Yeah, I think PSG are by far the favourites of the Champions League. They've made themselves favourites, haven't they, with star power. Something City have sort of gone against in their transfer policies, bringing in superstars. PSG have this idea that we'll just bring in, star players and see how they perform. Great pass to Grealish on the left-hand side. He's up against Hakimi here. He's surely backs himself against Hakimi, who's not much of a defender one-on-one. Bernardo Silva. Grealish again. Overhit pass by Jack Grealish, who's frustrated with himself. Bernardo Silva says it's okay, but Grealish has got to do better in these situations here. This is a big Champions League night for Jack Grealish. He's got to perform, hasn't he? City spent 100 million on a player that needs to step up in these areas. And Ed Sheeran is in the crowd. In hospitality. Mbappe fouled by Rodri. PSG come forward again. Here's Lionel Messi on the run once more. Looking to put on a show for the Paris crowd here today, Lionel Messi. You can see it in his body language, the way he's playing already. Every time he picks up the ball, he's running at City. Here's Marquinhos. Kimpembe. PSG once again work the ball really well along the back line. Neymar with a little rainbow flick on Riyad Mahrez. Doesn't work out though, because City win the ball back. Here's De Bruyne into Raheem Sterling. Good touch by Sterling. Tries to turn. He's fouled by Idrissa Gana Gueye, I think, or Kimpembe. Guy Shem says Karim Adeyemi at City. He'd be a good signing, wouldn't he? He's been quite good, although he's a bit unproven at Salzburg. Although people said that about Erling Haaland, didn't they? And look at him now. He's flying. I think he'll probably end up at Bayern Munich, Adeyemi. I think he came from Bayern's academy. Laporte with a switch of play to Mahrez. Mahrez can't keep it in. And I think Mahrez will be frustrated with Messi pulling out Neymar pulling out the rainbow flick early on like that. Trying to embarrass Mahrez. Was Neymar. Didn't really get him anyway, did Neymar, but plays football just for fun, doesn't he, really, Neymar? Imagine if he wasn't such a diver and always on the floor crying. What a good player he'd be. Grealish, good pass. Referee's involved. He's supposed to stop the game here, referee, but he's played advantage, which is against footballing rules. But there we go. Here's Mahrez. Up against Nuno Mensch. Mahrez. Great skill. Takes to the byline. Mahrez. Donnarumma punches it away. Verratti. Oh, PSG. Beautiful. Knock it around in their own box here so easily. Neymar. Into Verratti. Won back by Sterling. It's a clear tackle. A fair tackle. But Marco Verratti stays on the floor. Elijah says he hopes Sterling leaves by January end of the season. Sterling isn't very popular, is he, at the moment? You never know. He might score a hat-trick today and you'll feel bad. Good goalkeeping by Donnarumma there. Mahrez lifts the ball in, but Donnarumma, big man, isn't it? Managed to palm it away. Here's Hakimi down the right-hand side. Herrera, Messi. Away from De Bruyne. Hakimi. Herrera again. Here's Marquinhos. PSG want revenge, I think, for City knocking them out in the semi-final last season. I'm sure City and PSG could meet later on in the competition once again. Here's Marquinhos. Hakimi. Verratti. Herrera. Verratti again. Beautiful footballer, isn't he, Verratti? Fantastic. Neymar's got space on this left-hand side here. Nuno Mensch showing the overlap. Neymar gives it away. Trying to be a little bit too clever there, Neymar. And City win it back. Oh, Cancelo. City playing a little bit slow here. We've got to be confident like PSG have been in possession, which we have been there. Great ball into Sterling. Good hold-up play by Sterling. Well done, Sterling. Really well done there. Makes Kimpembe foul him. City back in possession. We go again down this left-hand side now. We know Messi's not going to trap back. We know Hakimi doesn't want to do any defending. Herrera's got to go out there a lot of the time to help them out. At the moment, City haven't really put the passes together they want to. Rodri. Switch to Mahrez. Good touch on his right foot by Riyad Mahrez up against Nuno Mensch again. Skips past him, but Idrissa Gana Gueye is there helping out. Well done, Mahrez. Pressing. Verratti. Pirouette into Kimpembe. PSG are so calm playing it out from the back, aren't they? And then Idrissa Gana Gueye just lumps it forward towards Kylian Mbappe. He wants a free kick for a jump against Cancelo. He's not going to get that. Here's Rodri. Wide to Bernardo Silva, who's peeled off this right-hand side now. Bernardo. Mahrez. Around Kimpembe, and it's blocked behind on the cross for a corner for City. Nuno Mensch looks like he's struggling defensively. Kimpembe is doing well at the back so far. I think he's lost his shin pad, however. A bit like Grealish likes to wear his shin pads and his socks low. As the ball hit his shin there, it just flicked his shin pad off. Here's De Bruyne. The ashes in the box. Cancelo. Not a great pass to Cancelo. Although he's worked it wide to Grealish. Grealish against Idrissa Gana Gueye and Verratti. Been fouled by Verratti, you'd think. Referee says no. Well, Verratti just kicks Grealish 2 or 3 times there. Referee says no foul. You're allowed to kick Grealish as many times as you want and not touch the ball. Well, the referee's setting the precedent for the game of how he's going to referee this one. Whatever PSG want. Here's Verratti. Just kick him, Grealish, because clearly it's not a foul when you kick him. The City throwing. I'm sure Grealish will start arguing with Verratti pretty quickly. Oh, it's a PSG throwing. Not how that's worked. This referee's having a shocking game so far. Liverpool are 1-0 up from Mo Salah, says Elijah. No surprises there. I'm sure Liverpool will win their game. Messi Magic says this is better. We are starting to grow into the game. We are a little bit, aren't we? But we're already 1-0 down here. With a shocking start, really. Conceding an early goal never works in your favour, does it, really? Although I suppose that happened in the first leg last season. Here's Ander Herrera. Marquinhos, big lump away. On as far as Diaz. Rodri. It's a poor pass by Rodri. Sends Bernardo. Such a far way out wide. Walker. Rodri. Laporte. Grealish is getting lots of space in that left-hand side. But he's got 2 on him all the time. Here is Grealish. Cancelo. Crossing with his left foot. Marquinhos knocks it away with his head. Good defending. Bernardo down to Walker. Bernardo again. Drushagan again. Nearly wins it back. Well done, Kyle Walker. And he back out to Laporte. City look good. Laporte. Lovely switch of play out here to Mahrez. Takes it down simply. Riyad Mahrez. Rodri. Cancelo's making a run. Rodri lifts it into the chest of Jack Grealish. Around Hakimi. That's another foul, which the referee doesn't seem to have given. Referee's disgrace is Elijah. Well, he's having a disgraceful performance. In works, as Gary just popped on, was saying a draw 1-1. He's being honest this time. Ooh, Cancelo with a cross in. Nuno Mensch puts it over the goal. Who's falling to Bernardo Silva. Wonderful ball in by Cancelo. Come on, City, says Gary. Ridiculously good ball in by Cancelo. Bobbles in. Kimpembe misses it. Nuno Mensch up and over the bar on his weaker right foot. Good defending from the young fullback. Last-ditch tackle, really. Last-ditch clearance. So corner for Manchester City. Donnarumma is absolutely giant. Similar to Edouard Mendy of Chelsea. Just seemed to pluck everything out the air City put in from the corners. Really commanded his box well. So you see if Donnarumma can do the same today. For PSG. Cross comes in from De Bruyne. Lofted up to Mahrez. Taken off his toe by Marquinhos. And City are going to get caught out to a counter-attack here if they're not careful. Marquinhos. It's a bad ball. Really, really bad ball. And Rodri picks it back up for a header from Grealish. AC Milan leading over Atletico Madrid 1-0 to Elijah. That's an interesting result, isn't it? Interesting group, really, that one, with Liverpool Atleti. And AC Milan. Great win by Verratti off De Bruyne. And here's Mbappe looking to run out City. Messi. Mbappe. Oh, Rodri's let Messi go here. Brilliant tackle from Rodri, though. On the recovery. Diaz straight to Messi. Verratti. Idrissa Gana Gueye. Messi. Beautiful pass. Here's Nuno Mensch. Looks for a cross in. Blocked away by City. Verratti there ahead of De Bruyne. Bernardo throws a foot in. It's not enough. Here's Marco Verratti into Lionel Messi, who's got too much space here. Messi into Neymar. Kyle Walker, brilliant defending. PSG looks so good in the attack. Walker. Give it away, has it? Can't get it forward. Mahrez in there also. Messi wants a free kick as Mahrez looked at him and he thinks I'm the best player, so I get it to go my way all the time. Well, you're not getting it there, Lionel Messi. Here's PSG. Marquinhos. It seems to be City, you know, work the ball around, try and create a chance, don't do. And then PSG's turn. Marquinhos. Hakimi up this right-hand side. Very, very attacking fullback, isn't it? Mbappe. Well done, Rodri again. We've got to go forward now, Rodri, though. He's under pressure from Mbappe and Hakimi. He's done well. Grealish past Hakimi. De Bruyne. Rodri back into Cancelo. De Bruyne again. Rodri. City have got to move the ball just a little bit quicker, I think. Diaz. Mahrez. Up against Mendes. Rodri. Bernardo Silva back to Mahrez in this wide right-hand side. He's surely got Nuno Mensch for pace and quality. Mahrez. Oh, he sent the left back. Brilliant. Mahrez. Bernardo. Mahrez again. And his right foot cleared away. It's a poor cross, really. Mbappe will chase this one. Cancelo has no one thing on his mind. That's to take Mbappe down. And Cancelo gets the first yellow card of the game. Just so quick, killing Mbappe. Mr. Tigerman says the ref is disgrace. He's been shocking, hasn't he? But are you surprised in the Champions League? You've got to remember UEFA provide these referees. And, you know, UEFA are not the most transparent of companies, are they? Clear foul by Cancelo there. It probably is a yellow card to an extent, but the 2 fouls and Grealish before that he didn't seem to see are questionable decisions. Here's Lionel Messi. Spins De Bruyne. Herrera. Hakimi. City can't handle PSG when they come forward, unfortunately. Hakimi. Herrera. Hakimi again. I mean, these players like Verratti, Messi, Neymar, they can play in little small spaces, can't they? And City's pressing. Even if they get numbers and bodies round them, they can't close them down. Here's Neymar skipping round Bernardo Silva's challenge. A switch of play to Lionel Messi. Foden maybe, says Mr. Tigerman. I think Foden probably could have started, couldn't he? Maybe instead of Raheem Sterling. That would have been an option. I think, you know, De Bruyne and Bernardo were, you know, Rodri as well, undroppable, weren't they, after that Chelsea game? Here's Kimpembe. Idrissa Gana Gueye, Kimpembe again. PSG working the ball really, really well. Really, really well, though. Kimpembe's give the ball away here. City in possession, and Bernardo goes back to Ederson, and City try and start again. Ederson into Cancelo. Lionel Messi's a game changer, isn't he, for PSG? If they weren't good enough already, a player like Messi can get it over the line. Here's Raheem Sterling in behind. Cancelo with a nice ball. Donnarumma off his line to clear it away before Sterling gets there, because he had beat Marquinhos to that one. It was a little too wide anyway, I think, to cause any problems. Cancelo with a throwing down to Rodri. Into Diaz. Laporte. Neymar pressing. You rarely see that one. Here's Cancelo. Rodri. Again, switch of play to Mahrez. You can't see it in the lights, but he's picked it out. Great touch from Riyad Mahrez. He's got Kyle Walker on the overlap. Mahrez into Bernardo Silva. Back into Mahrez. Probably should look towards Kyle Walker. He's decided not to. He's going inside to Rodri. And Rodri into Kevin De Bruyne. Here's Jack Grealish up against Hakimi. Come on, Jack. Back to De Bruyne. Little cross in. Raheem Sterling! Off the bar! And Bernardo Silva hits the bar. City have hit the bar twice in a row. Mr. Tiger says we need an actual number 9. It'd be nice if we had someone who can put the ball in the back of the net, wouldn't it, Mr. Tiger? Unfortunately, we don't. PSG counter. City have hit the bar twice. Idrissa Gana Gueye and Kyle Walker, as he already just cuts out the counter. How City not scored? Here's Laporte. Cancelo. PSG pressing high here. Cancelo into Grealish. Brilliant pass. Hakimi's gone missing now. And here's Jack Grealish driving. He runs past Ander Herrera. He just fouls him. No interest in playing the ball at all, Ander Herrera. But I'm pretty sure he won't get a yellow card. Header by Sterling. How's Bernardo Silva missed that, by the way? Sterling heads it onto the bar. It falls to Bernardo Silva, who hits it back onto the bar. How have we not scored, says Messi Magic? I don't know. Bernardo Silva's missed the sitter. He's been training with Sterling a bit too much, hasn't he? Brilliant ball by De Bruyne, by the way. Incredible ball. What more can Kevin De Bruyne do? He's creating chances. He's put them on a plate for these players, and he still can't put them in the net. Bernardo Silva with an absolute sitter missed. Here's Grealish. Lovely switch of play. Here's Mahrez. 1-on-1 with Nuno Mensch. Mahrez is a shot, deflects, and it's into the hands of Donnarumma. He's never going to score through that little gap, Riyad Mahrez. How have we not... How has Bernardo Silva hit the bar there? How has Bernardo Silva hit the bar there? Messi Magic says Bernardo and Werner, yeah. We've got our very own Timo Werner. Shocking finish by Bernardo, says Mr. Tigerman. He's about 1 yard out and he's hit the crossbar. On an open net. I mean... It's unforgivable, isn't it, really? It's unforgivable. It's like that is, you know, if Sterling had done that, we'd have never heard the end of it. But because Bernardo Silva's fan favourite, people will give him a free pass. But if it was Sterling, you'd never hear the end of that. Here's Mahrez. Although Sterling could have scored the header, couldn't he, before that? Here's Bernardo Silva, right around Idrissa Gana Gueye. Still going. Riyad Mahrez back defending. Kimpembe's caught in his own box here. Mahrez still going here. Mahrez clips it into Sterling, who can't take a decent first touch, and PSG clear it behind for a corner. Elijah says it's like Sterling's missed against Leon. Yeah, terrible. Kimpembe here. Thinking if he throws himself to the floor, he'll just get the referee to go his way for PSG. Sterling had a good chance there if he could have taken a decent touch, but one of his strong points isn't his first touch by any means, Raheem Sterling. People on Twitter are already going crazy, says Messi. No doubt about that, is it? Bernardo should have scored. He should have scored, Bernardo Silva. Mahrez to swing a corner in. I think these are the things that the difference between City winning the Champions League, aren't they? We can't finish our chances. Mahrez with a swing in. It's over Laporte. It's behind for a goal kick. Well, Kimpembe has thrown Diaz to the floor here. Idrissa Gana Gueye with 2 arms around Aymeric Laporte. No interest in the ball at all. But the referee won't check VAR, I'm sure. They should check this VAR. Well, VAR surely have to check this. Idrissa Gana Gueye has got his eyes firmly on that Aymeric Laporte shirt. He's got 2 arms round him, bear hugging him. No interest in the ball at all. No interest in the ball at all. And the referee says no penalty. The thing is, if City do it at the other end, I can tell you now it will be a penalty PSG. And Donnarumma's goal kick straight out for a throw into City. The refereeing has been the typical UEFA standard so far. Here's Rodri. Walker back to Diaz. Laporte. Here's Aymeric Laporte. Into Kyle Walker. Wide to Riyad Mahrez. Bernardo Silva making the running behind. Good run, Bernardo. He's on apparently. Onside. Bernardo Silva. Back on his left foot. Into Mahrez. Mahrez with a shot. Cleared away by PSG. Didn't quite catch it, Mahrez. Walker heads it straight back to PSG. Rodri with a tackle. Brilliant tackle by Rodri on Marco Verratti. Brilliant challenge by Rodri. Seems to be getting better and better at the moment. Here's De Bruyne. Jack Grealish. Come on, Jack. Need you to step up here. Grealish. Cancelo with a hit, and it's caught by Donnarumma. De Bruyne was just there waiting in case Donnarumma parried that into his path. Good hit from Cancelo. Safe hands from Gianluigi Donnarumma. Only young, the Italian goalkeeper, but incredibly experienced. I think he made his debut when he was about 16, didn't he? For AC Milan. But being around 6'6" or 6'5" at 16, he was definitely ready for first team football, wasn't he? Here's Kylian Mbappe, PSG on the counter. Mbappe off this left-hand side. Into Herrera. Idrissa Gana Gueye. Wide to Hakimi. 31 minutes of the game so far. The game's flying by at the moment. Verratti. Nuno mentioned space. Mbappe's a mile off. Mbappe's a mile offside here. Messi pulled back to him. And it's over the bar with Lionel Messi. But Mbappe was a mile offside. Conrad plays his hello. Hi to you, Conrad. I think we both predicted 2-1, didn't we, Conrad? So we're still on for that prediction. Still on for that prediction. If City can get their act together. I mean, if Bernardo Silva can finish chances. Conrad says he's not watching the game because he got angry at the first goal. You can't give up too quickly, Conrad. I remember being at the Etihad for that ever memorable Sergio Aguero goal against QPR, and people left the ground. People did leave the ground. Cancelo, beautiful ball. Raheem Sterling's in behind here. Come on, Raheem. Something good. Something good, Sterling. Oh, he can't. He passed it to Kimpembe. PSG get it away. Verratti. Back to Rodri. Mahrez. Sterling. Mahrez. De Bruyne. Rodri in there again. Well played, Rodri. Here's Grealish. Cancelo, beautiful ball. Bernardo Silva on the chest. Bernardo, cut back. Bernardo into the box, into the hands of Gianluigi Donnarumma. Really poor cross on his right foot by Bernardo Silva. Remember the semi-final first leg against PSG? In the first half we were rubbish, and in the second half we dominated. Quite right, Elijah, keep the faith. Conrad says, yeah, come on, City. Yeah, there's plenty of time left yet. Messi says, I'm getting mad with Sterling now. Yeah, he's not been the best, Raheem Sterling. I didn't think he would be, to be honest. Here's De Bruyne, ball through to Sterling. Come on, Raheem, something's going to happen here. Raheem Sterling with the ball into Mahrez. It's overhit. Just ahead of Riyad Mahrez, so he can't get the end of it. Here is Mahrez, one-on-one with Nuno Mensch. Bernardo Silva. Could Grealish in space. Where's 17-18 Sterling, says Messi. Gone missing, hasn't it? Great cross in towards Raheem Sterling, who's not beating Donnarumma in the air. Yeah, I'd like that. That's what I mean about Sterling. He gets criticism because we expect so much better from him. He was so good, wasn't he? And it's just completely gone. We need an Aguero, says Mr. Tiger Man. Quite right, we do. Here's Nuno Mensch. On the left-hand side for PSG into Neymar. PSG a chance. Neymar with a strike on his weaker left foot. Blazes it over the crossbar into the crowd. Remember the first leg of the semi-final also. PSG scored in the first half versus Bruges and Bruges got the equaliser. Exactly. This game is far from over, isn't it? We know City's quality. We know what City have got. It's the PSG attack you've got to worry about. But the PSG defence... He's shaking. Nuno Mensch holding his calf here. Looks like he's picked up a calf injury, the fullback. If Bruges can do it, we can, says Mr. Tiger Man. Well, exactly. You'd expect us to be up there with Bruges. But Nuno Mensch has picked up an injury here. He made a run into the box, and as he did, I think he felt his calf go. And he had to sit down. And it looks like the 18-year-old fullback's coming off. The referee's having a little talk with Captain Dias here. I would have sold Sterling for even £1. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I don't think you'd even get £1 for him, would you? He's been that bad. Very good goal by PSG, though. It's sloppy from City. I mean, Idrissa Gana Gueye's hit a wonder strike, can he, really? Just hit it as high as he could into the top corner. But I think Mahrez should do a lot better. No one's tight enough to him. At least Diaz threw his body at it, but no one expects Idrissa Gana Gueye to put it right into the corner. Sterling just needs a goal or two, says Messi, and he'll be a beast. Yeah, he's a very much a confidence player, Sterling, I think, isn't he? There's a few positions in the field that are like that. I mean, goalkeeper especially. When your confidence is down, it's a struggle. But Raheem Sterling does need to get a couple of goals. And then I think that we might see Sterling back again. Because he feels like he hasn't scored in ages. Absolutely ages. Mr. Tigerman and Conrad Plays both want Foden. I mean, we know how good Phil Foden is. But again, Foden's not the best of finishers, is he? He's a guilty party on missing chances as well. Well, Nuno Mensch is back up. Seems he can play on with that calf injury for now, but he might come off at half-time. Cancelo, brilliant pass out wide to Mahrez. He needs to get one-on-one with Mensch now, knowing he's injured. Ball in behind to De Bruyne. De Bruyne with a hit right into the hands of Donnarumma. Well, City have had all the chances. Well done, De Bruyne. Good run back past Idrissa Gana Gueye. Just gets a push on him, De Bruyne. We really need Jesus, says Elijah. Yeah, well, Jesus is running. He's big again. Not a finisher, though, is he? I don't think I could pick out one player in this City team that I would say is good in front of goal. Daniel Joshua Pullman says, I reckon a draw. Mr. Tigerman says we need an actual 9. Yeah, we need someone who can put... I mean, they don't even have to be an actual 9. As long as they put the ball in it, I'm happy. Here's Mahrez, a couple of step overs. Here's Riyad Mahrez, and he loses out to Idrissa Gana Gueye. Not aware of his surroundings at all there, Mahrez, when pulling out the skills. Nuno Mensch away towards Neymar. Ooh, Neymar somehow kept the ball. Brilliant. Just seemed to stick to his foot there. Here's Marquinhos under pressure from Sterling. Donnarumma. Ooh, heavy touch from the Italian. Still plays a really nice pass into the fullback Nuno Mensch, who's bursting forward here. Idrissa Gana Gueye, ball in behind to Mbappe, who's onside here. Kylian Mbappe pulls it back to Herrera. What a save by Ederson. Good run from Mbappe. I think he's on. Oh, I don't know. Corner quickly taken by PSG. Mbappe. Messi. Neymar. Oh, ball across the box by Mbappe. It's a tap-in for Marquinhos, and he's missed it. They should be 2-0 up here. PSG. City are getting torn apart defensively with the pace of Mbappe. Here's Jack Grealish running at this PSG defence. Go on, Jack. Wide to Kevin De Bruyne. Ooh, Idrissa Gana Gueye with a nasty challenge on De Bruyne. Has gone down holding his own ankle as if it's been broken. And it's a free kick to PSG. And PSG want a red card here for Kevin De Bruyne. I bet they do. Could be a red card, this. Could definitely be a red card for De Bruyne, this. Didn't mean it. Idrissa Gana Gueye dives in, so De Bruyne ends up standing on his foot. VAR will look at this one. They don't look at the possible penalties in the box, but they'll look at a possible red card for City, of course. The only finisher I can think of, says Messi Magic, is Delap, exactly. I don't think we'll see Delap at all this season. Leo says we're screwed if it's a red card. We'll see what VAR decides. Probably in PSG's favour. We'll wait. They are looking at it. Idrissa Gana Gueye is acting like he's had his calf broken and his leg broke because he got a red card in the last one, didn't he, for a nasty challenge, because that's the sort of player he is. It's not a red card, really, is it? But I think he'll get one. I think he'll get a red card here. I think he'll get one. De Bruyne just kicks the ball and Idrissa Gana Gueye puts his leg under De Bruyne's leg because he's sliding in. Could have been a foul on De Bruyne, really, but because De Bruyne is... I mean, I don't know what De Bruyne does. Do they want De Bruyne to hover his leg in the air and not plant his foot on the floor? I don't know what they want him to do here. PSG, like, surrounding the referee now. They're still looking at this. It's going to be a red card if they're looking at it this long. Idrissa Gana Gueye thinks his leg's been broken. It's not. He's absolutely fine. He's milking this for the red card. They're stretching Idrissa Gana Gueye off. This is a joke. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him here. This is a joke. He's actually pretending that he's had his leg broke. He's nothing wrong with him here. Oh no, he's back up and walking off now. He's back up and walking off now. He's milked it enough to try and get VAR to make a decision. Cheat. Absolute cheat. Leo says Pep's fascination with Raheem is the false nine is the reason we're never winning the Champions League. Yeah, quite right. Get off the field, Gate. Is it a red, says Conrad? Don't know yet. They're still checking it, Conrad. But I think the fact they're taking so long to check it don't fill me with confidence, really. No, game goes on, so no red card. Like Leo said, no red card. Game resumes. Just a yellow card for Kevin De Bruyne. We're lucky, says Leo. I didn't think it was a red card, really. What do you want De Bruyne? You know, when De Bruyne's made that kick, then he's kicked the ball. When you kick the ball, what do you do with your foot that you've just kicked the ball? Do you hover it in the air for 20 seconds? Or do you put your foot on the floor? He puts his foot on the floor. It just happens that Gueye's put his foot underneath him. How's De Bruyne reacting, says Julie. Doesn't seem bothered. They haven't even shown him once on the camera. They've just shown Idrissa Gana Gueye crying. Throwing to Manchester City on this right-hand side. PSG is a cheat team, says Daniel. Yep. Look at PSG. PSG are so used to getting everything go their way in the French league. And if you remember when City, in the last game, they got 2 red cards in either game, didn't they? Once things didn't go PSG's way, they started kicking people and throwing the toys out the pram. Sort of team they are. Everything has to go their way, they're not happy. Here's Grealish. Cancelo. Laporte. Get Fernandinho and he'll teach those divers a lesson, yeah. Need a good crunching tackle, doesn't he? Idrissa Gana Gueye. Even Neymar, wouldn't mind one of them. Wonderful player, massive cheat. Rodri the ball in. It's too heavy and Mbappe back doing defending, nods it behind for a corner to Manchester City. Leo says, do you think we should make changes as soon as the second half begins or persist with his front three? I'd get Sterling off, wouldn't you? I'd get Sterling off for Foden. I think he's twice the player. Conrad agrees he wants Foden and Gabby on. Julie says if you have to cheat to win, what does it say as your team? De Bruyne with a swing in here! Diaz with a header. Right at Donnarumma. Another corner. Simple save really for Donnarumma. De Bruyne swings the corner in. Diaz at the far post. Nods it into Donnarumma. Another player went down in the box there. Another City player pulled down by PSG. You seem to get very handsy when you get in the box. Idrissa Gana Gueye, he's literally got hands all over Aymeric Laporte here. Get your hands off him, Idrissa Gana Gueye. Laporte says, you're about 5'5". I'll absolutely plant you. Idrissa Gana Gueye's got no chance against Laporte. Still he continues with the pushing on Aymeric Laporte, which he's not happy with Laporte. I hope he scores now and celebrates right in front of Idrissa Gana Gueye's face. Cross comes in from Mahrez. Header by Laporte. Not to wait. De Bruyne. Don't know what he's doing here, De Bruyne. Just kicks it straight to Donnarumma. That is stupid from KDB. That is really poor. Raheem hasn't scored in 10 UEFA Champions League matches. Why is he playing our crucial game, says Leo. I think it's hope, isn't it? Hope that he'll once again become the player he was. Although the hope is faded completely, hasn't it? Mbappe and a free of Haaland for 75 million. Mbappe won't join Manchester City. He's got one thing in his mind, and that's Real Madrid. And Haaland won't join Manchester City either, but it's nice to dream, isn't it? And you can sign him on career modes and so on. But in real life, I don't think that's ever going to happen. Long ball foul by PSG, well read by Kyle Walker. City have been okay, actually. City have been okay. We've controlled the game, but same old problem for City. Would be 1-1 if we could finish our chances. Here's Riyad Mahrez. De Bruyne on the outside of him. Mahrez clips in. Mahrez to the far post. And oh, it's falling to Grealish. Hakimi, great bit of defending. Header behind front of the corner to City. Right before half time here. 44 minutes played. Mahrez comes across the corner on the right hand side. Laporte shows the number 2 to Riyad Mahrez. So he plays it short to De Bruyne. Edge of the box to Cancelo. Lifts one in. Cleared away by PSG. Poor ball in by Cancelo. Walker takes it down. Come on, Kyle. Play it a bit quicker than that. 4 minutes of added time here. I've never doubted Pep. I know he can turn this around. I don't think it's Pep that's the issue. It's the players. Rodri. To the far post to Mahrez. Takes it down, Mahrez. Brilliant. Neymar's on him. And cleared away by Kimpembe. Mbappe chases it. He's never getting to that one, killing Mbappe. I hope my sleeping magic works again, says Conrad. Liverpool have 2-0 up now, says Elijah. Mahrez could have gone down there, but I think he knows that he wouldn't get a penalty. Throwing to Raheem Sterling, who can't handle the physicality of Princel Kimpembe. Conrad says if he sleeps, City win. Better start sleeping then. Leo says Walker's pace is phenomenal. He's not slowing down, is he, Leo? He is not slowing down, is Kyle Walker. Here's Verratti. Throwing to PSG, not City, strangely enough here. Here's Neymar. Skips past Bernardo Silva. Lionel Messi. Oh, he just throws himself to the floor, Lionel Messi. Seems he's been intoxicated by the diving. The PSG seems to teach all the players. Free kick to PSG and Raheem Sterling stands on the ball here. Here's Messi. Sheriff FC are beating Madrid. City's new striker is Delap, says Daniel. Be worth giving him a chance. He can't be any worse than what we've got. Here's Verratti. Into Neymar. Mbappe, who's pulled out to his left-hand side up against Kevin De Bruyne here. Good pass. Oh, and a poor pass by Kimpembe. And a throw into Manchester City. Kyle Walker seems in no rush to take this throw in. We just need a goal early in the second half and PSG will panic. Yep, exactly. Long throw to Sterling. Kimpembe underneath it. And behind to another throw into City. Nuno Mensch wants a free kick. Kimpembe's hurt his shoulder. Get up. Oh my word. PSG are surely the softest team I've ever seen City play. Kimpembe gets someone. I think Sterling's toenail might have clipped his arm. I think he's acting like he's broke it. AO213 says we're going to lose. You might be right, but you gotta have a bit of confidence. Showing a replay that Mahrez chance that he swung in. Grealish is there waiting for it. Good defending from Hakimi, actually. Could have put it in his own net. Daniel says Palmer should have been on that young left back. It's a bit of a big game to throw him in, isn't it, though? It's a really big game to throw him in at. Leo wants Grealish to score. I think Wilson Esbrand's a very good player, though, Daniel. I think Wilson Esbrand looks a very good player, but he's played 90 minutes, not even, was he played at 75 minutes of football against Wickham? Not the same, is it? Not the same at all. Here's Mbappe, Gay, Mbappe, beautiful football. Great skill, and he's pulling out little back heel and tricks now. PSG doing all the party tricks. Mbappe pulls it back, Bernardo Silva away. Walker, well played. Diaz clears it, but only as far as Neymar. Great tackle by Mahrez and Neymar. Falls to Nuno Mensch. Wear the Thogdad lucky jacket. Didn't know that existed. Here's Donnarumma. PSG just knocking it around the back now. And that is half time. Manchester City 0, Paris Saint-Germain 1. If Sterling missed the Bernardo chance, we wouldn't hear the end of it. Exactly Messi magic. That's the thing, isn't it? Bernardo should have scored there. And we've got to give Bernardo the same treatment we give Sterling, or give neither the same treatment, really. He should have scored. He should have scored. Blue Moon, come on, City, says Daniel. Well, second half will be around 15 minutes away, of course. And City have got to do better in the second 45 minutes. Conrad's going to go to sleep, so we could see a City comeback, if that's the way it works with the sleeping little ritual you've got. So half-time, I said 1-0. And City have been okay. They haven't been that bad, actually. I think they've played reasonably well. PSG's quality has been the difference. The quality up front has been the biggest difference. And PSG got a moment of magic that helped them. It really did. What a garbage first half, says Elijah. Sterling out. Yeah. Sterling's not going to be popular with Manchester City fans, but let's see how he does in the second half. I'm going to have a little short break and have a little snack or something. I'll be back before the second half begins, maybe 5 minutes before, or so on. So definitely talk amongst yourself in the live chat and get any questions in there you want me to answer, any opinions you think of in the second half, and who would you bring on in the second half? If City need to make a change, who would you make? We're right back after this little short break.
can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apology. me fall back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it, 'cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do it all 'cause I'm feeling so good.
jugging. Dissect your hand if your hand in my putting. Put two in your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a poopy, yo, bitch get tookin'. I'm not the type to go fuck with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fish. Oh, young and trapping out the bando. From the ceiling fan to the damn floor. Trying to stack my money up. Cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay. See the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
Welcome back to the We Are City channel as we wait for the second half of Manchester City versus PSG. City are 1-0 down. Mr. Watt says, Man City, come on, my team. City have had a strange first half. They've actually created a lot of chances and they think they've been okay. PSG's sort of scored a bit of a lucky goal. But the fact that, the fact that we can't score our chances, PSG scored the one chance they had. It's very, very... It's just the sort of way that City play, isn't it? We don't score our chances. We get caught out in those times, and we've been caught out again because of that. In the big game, it's going to cost us not having someone who can put the ball in the back of the net. And that's the way it works. Ander Herrera is having a talk with the linesman here for PSG in the tunnel, which seems... We're having a good laugh with him, a good chat with him, which seems to be a bit inappropriate, doesn't it? Just have a bit of a talk to the referee. Do what you want, PSG, as you've done in the first half, and you'll be fine, he says. City made no change at half-time, but we need someone like Ferran Torres on, don't we? Other results around the Champions League, which are quite interesting. City, of course, 1-0 down to PSG. Porto are currently 2-0 down to Liverpool. RB Leipzig are 1-0 down to 2-1 down, to Club Brugge, which is an interesting one. Milan are beating Atletico Madrid 1-0. Borussia Dortmund, Daniel Malin scored. They're beating Sporting Lisbon 1-0. And Real Madrid are losing 1-0 to Sheriff. My biggest question is, who is Sheriff? I've absolutely never heard them at all, but they're in the Champions League and they're beating Real Madrid, so fair play to them. Fair play to Sheriff. Elijah says, come on City, let's go back. Let's try and get a win here. People are still saying, will Messi score against City tonight? You're saying no. Could easily get one in the second half, couldn't he? We're ready for another 45 minutes of Manchester City versus PSG. Quality football and show, no doubt about that. Quality finishing, not so much, from the boys in white today. So Manchester City versus PSG in the second half. Another 45 minutes to enjoy if you're a neutral. To sit behind your sofa. Or sort of right in the edge of your seat if you're a City fan. So second half underway. Sterling maybe can show a bit more intensity in the press in this second half. Neymar's running to Mahrez at the start. Now there's a throw into PSG here already. Time wasting. Weren't they in the first half? I think 3 points here for PSG. They know they are through despite getting a draw with Club Brugge. Do you reckon change formation, says Daniel? I don't know. I think De Bruyne had a poor first half, didn't he, as well? I don't think De Bruyne was very good at all. We just have to see. What do you change formation-wise? I think that, to be honest with you, City have been good. City have been good. They just haven't put the ball in the net. If Bernardo Silva scores that goal, I think we go in at half-time and say, yeah, I'm pretty content with that. I'm happy with the way City have played. It's just because we're 1-0 down, we don't feel that way. Here's Joao Cancelo on the left-hand side for City. Oh, beautiful ball into Sterling with a shot. And Raheem Sterling, his left foot, pulls it wide. What a ball by Cancelo. Sterling's just got to try and get that on target, hasn't he, really? Be nice if Sterling could just get a shot on target. That'd give us a chance of possibly scoring, but cutting PSG open early on there with a wonderful ball from Joao Cancelo. Here's Neymar finding space. And Herrera. Grealish getting back for City. Lionel Messi. Here is Messi. Neymar. Around Rodri. Messi again. Idrissa Gana Gueye, the goal scorer. Oops, slipped, but still managed to pass the ball into the path of Nuno Mensch. Mbappe one-on-one with Walker, a couple of step overs, sends Walker one way and he's gone the other, killing Mbappe. Messi. Verratti, good play from PSG. Hakimi. Herrera once more. Hakimi again, good movement from Herrera. Torres on Sterling off as Daniel. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with Torres, is as good as he is, he's very involved in a game and scores, or you just never see him. There's no in between with Ferran Torres. And the problem with that is, in today's game, we need him to be involved. I mean, Sterling's doing his best ghost impression, isn't he, really? But at least he is involved in ways, Sterling. He's getting in good positions. It's what he does at the end of it. Here's Mahrez, cuts in on his left foot. Rodri, wide to Kyle Walker. De Bruyne. Back to Walker. It's a terrible pass from De Bruyne. It's behind for a throw, and De Bruyne is having a shocker. I mean, I might even suggest bringing him off, Kevin De Bruyne. Been terrible today. Verratti with a switcher play over to Hakimi. Wants a free kick for just a player looking at him. Grealish puts Hakimi on the floor with a shoulder barge, and the referee says, that's a free kick. Don't even dare look at a PSG player. Well, when any player does that to a City player, it's not a foul, but seems to be whatever PSG want, the referee will give it. Walker in there with a header with Nuno Mensch. Linesman's not sure, so he gives it PSG's way. Sounds about right. Foden, Torres and Jesus on, says Daniel. Oh, Mbappe's in behind Walker here, who just throws him to the ground with strength. See you later, Neymar. Here's Bernardo Silva. Lifts it over to Cancelo. Joao Cancelo up this left-hand side. He's probably City's first choice left-back now. Mr. Tigerman says Grealish centre mid and KDB off. Foden on the left-hand side. Well, if Foden came on and De Bruyne was coming off, I think Foden played for the middle. I think Pep does prefer Foden through the middle and Grealish on the left-hand side. Here's Cancelo on the left for City. Driving at Hakimi. Good defending from Hakimi. Just sort of throw his leg in. Not lucky, really. Grealish. Cancelo again. Been our most creative player. Another wonderful ball like Cancelo in behind to Sterling, who gets his body in there ahead of Kimpembe. Grealish up against Hakimi. Cancelo. Rolls it into De Bruyne. It's a poor pass and PSG counter, but Idrissa Gana Gueye's passes behind Mbappe, luckily for us. We need Jesus, says Elijah. Here's Riyad Mahrez. Good run from De Bruyne. Brilliant run from De Bruyne. Hit it, Kevin. De Bruyne cuts it across the box. Good defending from PSG. Big block there from Kimpembe. Rodri down to Walker. City just can't find that killer pass, really. They're getting in behind PSG a lot. It's putting the ball in the back of the net, isn't it, that we struggle with. Bernardo Silva. A whip in. Idrissa Gana Gueye panics. They put it behind for a corner. PSG are shocking defensively. They really are poor defensively. Maybe they miss a leader like Sergio Ramos in there, but they are really poor defensively. Rodri's up there, Laporte's up there. Diaz as well for this corner. Idrissa Gana Gueye still marking Laporte with nothing but his hands, not even looking at the ball. Swinging here, Laporte's in for that one. Captain Marquinhos away. And Cancelo down to Kyle Walker. Walker into Bernardo Silva. Grealish again with space in his left-hand side. Here is Jack Grealish. Takes it on his right foot, Grealish. Rodri. Nice pass out wide to Mahrez. He's got Mbappe across to him, so he goes back to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne with a swing in, and... Oh, Donnarumma's dropped it here! Ooh, well, butterfingers from the Italian goalkeeper there. But Sterling didn't gamble. Sterling, no, there's just no interest in scoring, Sterling. Just stops. If Sterling had a bit of energy, like, you know, gambled a little bit, there's no striker's instinct. Someone like Erling Haaland there, be ready to tap that in. Here's Mbappe up against Kyle Walker. Cuts inside Walker. Mbappe. Nuno Mensch, good tackle from Rodri. I don't know how the referee's seen that one because his back was to it. Foul by Rodri on Nuno Mensch. The referee was actually facing the other way when he makes the tackle here, Rodri. It's a shocking decision. It's an absolutely shocking decision from the referee again. I just don't understand it. I don't understand. This referee has been so poor. Any 50-50, it goes the home side's way every single time. Messi over this one. Crossing by Messi, headed away. Jack Grealish. Floored by Verratti. Well, Jack Grealish can be fouled all he wants, the referee says. We won't give it. Here's Messi. Verratti. City win it back and Diaz works it wide to Cancelo. Jack Grealish has been fouled so many times today. Nothing given. Mr. Argument says the ref's a disgrace. It's a joke, isn't it? They could literally do what they want to Grealish. I mean, it's just anything they do. They'll be taping him up, Grealish, next and dragging him off the field and the ref will say, what do you mean it's a foul? I've not seen anything. Rodri. Into Bernardo Silva. Referee's a fan of PSG, says Elijah. Well, he might not be a PSG fan, but he's definitely not a City fan in any way. Grealish here. Poor pass. Again being pushed all over the place. Jack Grealish. Pulled down by Hakimi. No free kick. Ball in behind to Mbappe that rolls behind for a throw-in. Just kicking lumps out of Jack Grealish here. No free kick. Here's Rodri. Into Grealish again. PSG players encouraged to do what they want to, Jack Grealish. The referee's not going to give it anyway. Cancelo switch to Mahrez. PSG plays so narrow defensively. He's got his Man United fan under his shirt, says Mr. Tiger. Oh, De Bruyne's in again here. De Bruyne! Into the legs of Donnarumma. Couldn't beat the goalkeeper. Good save with his legs. De Bruyne hit it with power. Couldn't beat him. Here's Neymar against Walker. Great play into Verratti. Back to Neymar. City in trouble here on the counter. Here's Rusagana Gate. Walker's pace helps him out massively there getting back. Neymar. Messi. Good tackle by Diaz. Verratti. Good tackle by Sterling. But Neymar's there to pick it back up. Messi. Outside the boot pass to Hakimi. Well, Mbappe picks it up. Very, very fluid from three, don't they, at PSG? Absolutely all over the place. Messi, Neymar and Mbappe. Here's Mbappe. Got 4 or 5 City players round him. Back to Hakimi. It's an over it pass by Kylian Mbappe. Just throwing to Manchester City. Bernardo Silva gives it to Cancelo. City take their time here. Seems to be in no rush to try and get a goal back. Another throw into City here. Herrera tackles Cancelo. Here's Bernardo Silva. Wide by Diaz to Walker. City drive forward a little bit here. Walker. Mahrez. Mahrez into Walker. Back to Mahrez again. Rusagana Gate. Good pressing. Walker works it wide to Jack Grealish. Good touch as well by Grealish. Up against Hakimi. Gets past Hakimi. Grealish looks for a crossing. It's cleared away by Herrera. Herrera says it's handball by Grealish. I don't know what he's claiming for. Can't stand under Herrera. Another cheat. Oh, it's a shocking pass by Walker. It's out for a throw into PSG. What do we do now with the referee? Port. A PSG cheat, says Daniel. I don't know. Whatever PSG want, the referee says, yeah, you can have it, unfortunately. Which makes it more difficult, doesn't it? I mean, welcome to Champions League football, Jack Grealish from Manchester City. I think if he'd gone to the other side of Manchester, he would have got every single one of those free kicks, but that's how it works. Here's Neymar. Be nice to see someone put a proper tackle in on Neymar, wouldn't it? Here's Messi. Poor pass. Was it by Messi or Mbappe? Just couldn't control the ball. Throw into City. PSG have been poor. Really, haven't they? But they still beat us. Which makes you think, well, what if they played well? Here's Grealish. Cancelo. Cancelo wide to Mahrez. City got so much space in the wide areas, but they can't capitalise on it. Mahrez. Idrissa Gueye with a good tackle. Walker. Needs to be better here, Kyle. Too slow to pass, and he ends up going all the way back to Diaz, and that's so frustrating to watch. Cancelo, Grealish, on this left-hand side, into De Bruyne. Cancelo. Rodri. Sliding by Verratti. Mahrez, De Bruyne. De Bruyne wants handball against Neymar. He intercepted that. Referee says no, and PSG counter, and they counter with pace. Here's Kylian Mbappe. Little back heel to Idrissa Gueye. And Rodri, with his hands on Idrissa Gueye, gives away a free kick to PSG. Wonder if City were at home, would the referee be on PSG's team? Probably, because Uefa don't like City, do they? There's a reason why Uefa don't like City. Liverpool are 3-0 up now. Referee has just pulled back a free kick PSG took quickly to instead waste more time in favour of PSG. It's getting laughable now, isn't it? Absolutely laughable the way this referee's, ruling this game. Here's Nuno Mensch. Ball into Mbappe. Straight into Rodri. Wide to Cancelo. Come on, City. Got no pace, have we, at all? When PSG pick up that ball on the counter, you think, oh, they've got runners, they've got a little pace in the team. With City with Grealish, and Sterling's got a bit of pace, but I haven't seen him run for 18 months. So you wouldn't know he's got any pace. Here's Sterling. Maybe he's carrying an injury, Sterling, or something. I don't know. He just can't run, can he? Grealish certainly isn't quick, and neither is Mahrez. Grealish. Cancelo. Great ball into De Bruyne. Donnarumma's there. And PSG clear it away again. City are just all over PSG, but can't put the ball in the net. Here's Rodri. Sterling. Trying to get more involved, Raheem Sterling. Laporte. Wide to Grealish. Here is Jack. Cancelo. Back to Grealish. Grealish, big tackle on him by Hakimi. Oh my word, he's given I cannot believe what I've just seen. Jack Grealish has just played the ball off Hakimi. It's gone for a City throw-in, and the referees give it to PSG. Oh, Cancelo with a terrible header. Neymar, good tackle by Rodri on Neymar. Play on! Play on, don't let Neymar play his games rolling about on the floor. Play on. Play on. Here's De Bruyne. Oh, play on. Neymar's gone down like he's had his... Good tackle by Rodri. Neymar, typical antics from Neymar. It's a joke of a performance from PSG, this. It's like playing 11 children. Just time wasting. That's all he's doing, he's time wasting. All he's doing is time wasting here, Neymar. Absolutely nothing wrong with him. And we're too respectful. Kevin De Bruyne, making the team play the ball out. Play on. Elijah says, Neymar, get up your diving cheat. City should just play on. There's nothing wrong with Neymar here. Similar to Idrissa Gueye, he's going to limp off like he's just had his full leg is shattered like he's been in a car accident. And I can tell you what, in 2 minutes time, he'd be up and running, and there'd be nothing wrong with him as soon as he comes back into the pitch. It's a joke. It's a joke they get away with it, but Neymar's one of the best, isn't he? So off he limps, wasting more time. Jack Grealish is the referee. I think Grealish has got a big problem with this referee. I can see why. Because he's getting nothing. So off limps Neymar. Drinks a bit of water, and that water must have painkillers in it because he's going to be fine in 2 seconds. And City are in an attacking position after have PSG kick the ball all the way back to our goalkeeper. And we're back in defence again. That's why we shouldn't put the ball out, De Bruyne. That's why we shouldn't put the ball out. Just play on. Just play around him. Kick it at him for all we care. Here's Laporte. Neymar is an absolute joke. Good player, but a cretin when it comes to what he does in the field. Here's Grealish up against Hakimi. See you later, Hakimi. Grealish. Cancelo. Wide to Mahrez. Mahrez in behind to De Bruyne. Mahrez had a shocker. He's been really poor, Mahrez. He's not even tracking back now, Mahrez. Well done, Kyle Walker. Controls every counter-attack, doesn't he, Kyle Walker? Elijah says, Pep, make a change now. Yeah, get Mahrez off. Sterling. Even De Bruyne. None of them have been to, at all up to the quality that we want. Here's Laporte. Rodri. Laporte again. Back to Diaz. Well done, City. Played out of a little problem there. And Diaz wide to Cancelo. Here's Bernardo Silva. Grealish has made his way back on side. Grealish up against Hakimi. They're doubling up on Jack Grealish. Cancelo swings one out to Mahrez. Good touch by Riyad Mahrez. One thing he hasn't lost. Mahrez with a swing in. It's a shocking ball by Mahrez. Over Bernardo, over Grealish, behind for a goal kick. He's been one of the worst players, Mahrez. He really has been poor. Some really bad balling by Mahrez here. 62 minutes played, City still 1-0 down. You wouldn't believe it, everyone, but Neymar is back up and fine. He's absolutely fine. Moving as if there was nothing wrong. Marquinhos long. Diaz knocks it down to Laporte. Laporte into Rodri. He's under pressure here, Rodri. See you later, Neymar. Tried a little kick on Rodri there, didn't he, Neymar? As petulant as ever. Here's Kyle Walker. Bring the ball for City. Mahrez has just give up. Not even running anymore, Riyad Mahrez. There is Mahrez. Come on now. Cancelo, Grealish and acres of space. PSG defended very well, by the way. Here's Grealish. Sterling. Can we see some magic from Raheem Sterling? Works into the box, Sterling. And behind for a corner. Verratti wants a goal kick. He thinks that, if you ask the referee for something, it'll go PSG's way because it has for most of the game. But this is so obvious that it's a corner that Verratti couldn't try and get it go his way. And Kevin De Bruyne comes across this right-hand side to swing one in here. Laporte and Diaz in there. PSG defend with arms, don't they? Not heads. Cross comes in from De Bruyne. Marquinhos away. Donnarumma. Shaky again with a punch. PSG counter. Neymar, Messi. Hakimi. Into Neymar. Past Walker here, Neymar. Neymar puts it into the side netting. Kyle Walker there. Did really well. Really, really good work from Kyle Walker. Gets across to Neymar. Uses his pace and his physicality. And manages to make Neymar go all the way into the side netting. City back on the attack at the other end of the field. Jack Grealish. Into De Bruyne, who's half asleep. Grealish is working hard to get back here. Here's Idrissa Gana Gueye. Neymar. Mbappe. Grealish has been rubbish today, to be honest, is Leo. I mean, he's been fouled about 30 times, hasn't he? And he just never gets any free kicks for whatever reason, this referee. It just seems to have just disheartened him, really. I mean, at least he's getting back and trying to defend for his team. More than Kevin De Bruyne is doing at the moment. Mahrez, Diaz. Well done, Walker. Can we go forward now? Into Sterling. Thrown to the floor by Kimpembe. De Bruyne, quickly release the ball, De Bruyne. He's on the turn, actually. PSG have got men back. City have got men over on this left-hand side. Bernardo. Cancelo now. Up against Herrera. Bernardo Silva. Oh, and the counter-attack dies because we wait till everyone to get back. Rodri. Mahrez. Mahrez rolls it into the hands of Donnarumma. That's shocking. I mean, I dare City to try and counter-attack sometime. It's like we're too kind to teams. We say, you know what, we want you to get your defenders back and try and beat you. Here's Neymar. Up against Walker. The fouls and Grealish have been soft, says Leo. That's why they haven't been given. Yeah, they probably have, but if they were wearing a PSG shirt, you'd get them, wouldn't you? And that's the difference. Bernardo, well played. Walker. Rodri. Mahrez. Let's go, Riyadh. I think Mahrez is coming off, actually, so he's starting to wake up now. It's only taken 66 minutes to start going at teams. Mahrez. Sterling. Wide to De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Into Mahrez. Come on, Riyadh. Cancelo. Oh, the attack's died again here. Mahrez. Into Grealish. Stay down here, Grealish. Good footwork. And a sliding tackle from Verratti in the box. Wins the ball back. Grealish is offside anyway. Verratti sliding in the box there. Brilliant tackle. Twice Verratti dived in. Substitution. It is Jack Grealish coming off here. And Phil Foden's coming on that left-hand side. Maybe he can be a bit more lively. I don't know if Foden's going to go through the middle now. Maybe Sterling will step out to the left-hand side. No, Foden is on the left. Mara's still on that right-hand side. Leo says they should move Foden into that false line, take Sterling to the left-hand side. Yeah, I think that too, Leo, but I think Foden's going to stay on the left-hand side. The way it looks like. PSG play. The kick long. Cancelo long and keeps it in. Marquinhos down. Verratti. Brilliant pass. Idrissa Gana Gay. Should have released that earlier to Mbappe, really. Mbappe on the left-hand side. PSG only need one more chance to score, don't they? Mbappe with a nice cross in. And behind by Cancelo for a corner when there was no one there, but no one's communicating with him. Little step over from Mbappe on that left-hand side of the box. Whipped in on his left foot. And Cancelo, no nonsense, behind for a corner. And this gives PSG a great chance, especially the likes of Kimpembe and Marquinhos in there. Leo says at this point, I don't mind Jesus playing down the middle. I know we're all against Jesus playing down the middle last season, weren't we? But I'd rather he plays there than Sterling. Neymar, Verratti, Messi, up against Bernardo Silva. Verratti. Skips away from Mahrez. Still Marco Verratti. Good tackle from Phil Foden. Wonderful bit of skill from Foden, but Mahrez takes a poor touch and City get a free kick for the earlier foul by Verratti. And Neymar starting a little fight with Aymeric Laporte now. Neymar picks fights with some big people, doesn't he? Maybe he is tough, but I don't think he is. He goes down like he's not. Laporte versus Neymar, that'd be a fight I'd like to see. I tell you what, I think it'd be 1,000,000-1. Oh, great ball by Foden, and Kimpembe nearly puts it in his own net. Donnarumma looks terrible. Really shaky. Cancelo. Behind to Foden. Back across the box again. Marquinhos nearly puts it in his own net. City just can't put it in the net. Cancelo, just keep giving it Foden. Oh, Cancelo. Messi's back doing a bit of defending here. Neymar. PSG counter. Oh, Neymar gives it away to Rodri. Foden's looking like he has to start versus Liverpool. Foden has to start every game, Leo. He's our best player at times. De Bruyne. Foden. Just give it Foden and see what Phil can do. Here's Phil Foden. De Bruyne. With a hit! Oh! Just wide the post by Kevin De Bruyne. Laporte would win, says Daniel. I'd tell you what, Daniel. Laporte would hammer Neymar into the ground like a tent peg, wouldn't he? Just hit him on top of his head and he'd be 6 foot under. Good chance for De Bruyne there. Shots the Grealish on the bench. He's not at his best of games, Grealish, but he struggled on that left-hand side with 2 PSG players round him. City have had 12 attempts in this game, 5 on target. PSG have had 5 attempts, 2 on target. Similar. Same old story here. Hakimi. Mbappe. Good tackle by Bernardo Silva and Cancelo away. Herrera back into Hakimi. Tries to take it down, but Phil Foden gets his body in the way. And Herrera with a nasty challenge as usual. And Phil Foden gives you and Herrera a look here of what are you doing? There's no need to be that sort of player, but that's what Herrera's like. Another one who acts like a big man. Leo says it's turning out to be one of those nights. The ball just won't go in the net. We've only got ourselves to blame, Leo, haven't we? We should have bought a centre-forward. We didn't buy a centre-forward. This is what happens. This is what happens. Mahrez. Driving forward. Walker on the overlap. Steaming forward. Walker wins a corner. Good sliding tackle from Nuno Mensch. Blocking that cross from Kyle Walker. There's no one in the box anyway, so it wasn't going to reach anyone. I reckon Foden versus Messi, says Daniel. Is this fights now? Have we given up on the football? Is it just boxing? Who should box who? So Laporte's in the box again. Drissaganage's got nothing but his hands on Laporte. Cross comes in here. Diash goes for the header. It's nodded away by PSG. And bobbles out to Phil Foden. Idrissa Gana kicks Phil Foden. It's a throw into PSG. We need to get Foden involved as much as possible. PSG are taking their time here on this throw-in. Time wasting again, PSG. Just like the great Stoke City did. Brilliant to see a team of PSG's quality with, you know, Lionel Messi on the field. Time waste after about 50 minutes. Leo says yourself versus Mark Goldbridge for the culture. I don't know if I'd stand the chance. He used to be a copper, didn't he, Mark Goldbridge? Here's Neymar. Into Kylian Mbappe. Neymar again. Whoa, big little sliding tackle by Laporte with 2 feet on Neymar. I like to see that, Laporte. Brilliant tackle. Sterling against Kimpembe. He's actually beat him to the ball, Sterling, so he is quick. And then he slows it down as he always does. Here's Mahrez. Bernardo Silva. Foden. De Bruyne. Cancelo. Hit and missed. And down to Verratti. Here's Marco Verratti. Messi with space on this right-hand side here. Well, there's so much space here for Messi. Messi, Mbappe, Messi. What a goal. What a goal from Lionel Messi. What a goal. What a ridiculous goal from Lionel Messi. And I tell you what, there's one thing you've got to say, haven't you? Manchester City board. Manchester City board right now. Lionel Messi's available on a free this summer. And you go, we don't want him because we don't need him. That is your fault, you clowns. That is your fault. Brilliant goal from Messi. The world's best player does it again. PSG could play as rubbish as they want to do. But they've got Lionel Messi, and that's the difference between us and them. Brilliant goal from Messi. Ridiculous finish. Incredible goal. Incredible goal by the world's best player, who we didn't want. We didn't want him. Well, will Messi score against Manchester City? 44% here. We're right. The rest were wrong. What a goal. I mean, the fact that he's put that in the top corner there. It's absolutely incredible. Same old story, says Leo. All the possession, no cutting edge. It'd be a miracle if we retain the league and go far in the Champions League. Well, some would call you a pessimist, Leo. I'd call you a realist. You're quite right. What a goal from Messi. Congratulations, PSG, on beating Manchester City. Shocking performance once again. Just the same old story, isn't it? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the same old story. Mr. Tiger says sack Pep. Well, it's not Pep's fault, is it? It's not Pep's fault his team can't put the ball in the net, unfortunately. Because he put any manager in charge of City, we still won't score. Wonderful goal from Messi. That'll be 3 points going PSG's way. And that's the difference between City and PSG. 6 shots all game. And they've scored. We've had about 15 and we haven't. And who's surprised? If anyone can tell me this, if anyone says they're surprised in the comments, then you're very deluded. Because I am not surprised by any means. Well, Sterling has done nothing. What does Pep see in Sterling? I've no idea, Mr. Tiger Man. I've no idea. I admit that one's on the manager. That one's on the manager, that one. Sterling's done absolutely nothing again today. Oh, Kyle Walker's been nutmegged by Mbappe now. Party tricks coming out. Mbappe just chucks himself to the floor in the box. You're not going to get a penalty for that, Mbappe. You little cheat. Here's Sterling. See if you can do anything, Raheem Sterling. Why does Sterling run and then slow down? He's been fouled here, to be fair to him. Foden's been fouled as well. But why does Raheem Sterling run, pick up the pace, and you think, ooh, interesting, and then just slow down? Laporte and Neymar having a bit of a fight here. Get lost, Neymar. Foden, as soon as he gets on, he actually does something. Again, Mr. Tiger Man. Is anyone surprised by that? That's a nasty challenge on Sterling, by the way. We haven't got the results at all, says Mr. Tiger. Just can't put the ball in the net, can we, unfortunately? I mean, they're bringing Jesus on now. I mean, there's no one in this City team that I'll look at and think, yeah, I can rely on them. What City have been missing for years and years and years, and why City will not win the Champions League, is we haven't got that player in a key moment that will drag us out of the depths. If you think at Real Madrid, they had, I think Bale were one of them. Bale, one of those players that could pull out an overhead kick at any moment. Cristiano Ronaldo's another one, would score at any time. PSG have finally got Messi. Messi's one of those players who will pull out a ridiculous moment to give you it even when you're, against all odds. City haven't got that player. And as good as Kevin De Bruyne is, he doesn't save us, does he? De Bruyne puts it on a plate for someone to finish it. What a waste of his career at City for the past 2 seasons that he's been putting it on the plate to people like Gabriel Jesus and Raheem Sterling. Walker crosses the ball in here. Jesus is on, by the way. Jesus on for Sterling. City are just going to start lumping crosses in the box now to players around 5'8". Sounds a masterful plan. I don't get why we started Sterling over the likes of Ferran Jesus, says Paul. No idea, Paul. I mean, I know Ferran goes missing sometimes, but at least he can score a goal. And Jesus, again, he's not much to finish. But this is the problem, isn't it? Who do you look at in that City side and think, well, they'll put the ball in the net for us? We haven't got one, haven't we? And the thing is, that's as clear as day, and it was as clear as day last season. And we had Ilkay Gundogan, who played as a defensive midfielder in our Champions League final, playing at striker. City with a chance here. We had Mahrez! Good save by Donnarumma. He looked a mile offside, by the way. He looked an absolute mile offside. The assistants not give it. But it's so clear to see what City's problem is. But it feels like it's just the fans that see it. But, for whatever reason, the board don't. Here's Phil Foden. Another cross in. Behind for a goal kick. Leo says PSG are using the same gameplay Spurs in a match they won. Sit narrow and let us hit side-to-side football with lots of crosses, knowing damn well they have no target man and then hit them on the counter. Exactly, Leo. I mean, you've got to ride your luck a bit against City, to be honest, because we've had lots of chances, but the thing is, most teams bank on City not scoring the chances, don't they? They know, every time City lose a game, we never lose a game where we get absolutely battered at, 5 or 6-0. And we never play against the team that dominates us. We always lose a game by us having all of the ball and doing absolutely nothing with it, and they get us on the counter. Here's Idrissa Gana Gay. Neymar pulling out the skills as well. And they pull it back for a free kick for a foul on Neymar. Paul says, we need to try and get someone in January because I love Ferran and Jesus, but they don't exactly score all the time. Like you said, I think we need someone we can trust. Exactly, Paul. Exactly. We've got no one who's a goal scorer, have we? Conrad says, I shouldn't sleep because I was stressed out. I started watching the game and Messi makes it 2-0. Maybe it's your fault, Conrad. I don't think so. This game was always going to go this way, wasn't it, really? Here's Nuno Mensch. I mean, that's another one. This fullback, Nuno Mensch, looks quite good. I don't think he's been fantastic. He's clearly shocking defensively. But PSG have paid 40 million euros for the fullback. City wanted him in the summer but would only offer 20. I mean, have we got no money or something? Is there something we don't know? We've got 100 million for Jack Grealish, but we haven't got, an extra 20 million for Nuno Mensch. We haven't got 20 million to pay Haaland's agent. It's worrying, isn't it? I mean, the only positive from the striker situation is thank God we didn't get Kane. Leo, great minds think alike, they say. Leo's in my head here. At least we didn't get Kane. Exactly. I'd rather have no striker than Harry Kane at the moment. Although, to be honest, I'm not sure. I mean, Harry Kane's never in the box, is he? Harry Kane's usually in the midfield. He's never in the box anyway. Here's Rissagan again. PSG counter once more. It's so simple for him. Neymar through to Messi and a good interception by Rodri. Here's Kevin De Bruyne. It'd be nice to have a player with a bit of pace, wouldn't it, to hit them on the counter. No one with any pace in this City side. Bernardo with a swing in. Phone at the far post. Nuno Mensch behind for a corner to Manchester City. It's just not going to work today. How are we 2-0 down, says Conrad. We've had more shots on target than them and they had the lead 2-0. I mean, what's going on? Simple. We can't put the ball in the net. De Bruyne. Laporte. De Bruyne. De Bruyne's had a shocker, by the way. And if he has a shocker, we're in trouble. Wijnaldum spots the run of Neymar. He takes a head and nods it behind for a throw-in. We turned down Nuno Mensch, but he's quality. I just can't wrap my head around it, says Paul. Because we wouldn't pay the money for him. Tigerman says Rodri's been great in this match. He has. I think Rodri's been okay. But the only problem with Rodri, Mr. Tigerman, is how have City been caught out today? On the counter, because we've got... Rodri is like... He runs like he's got concrete in his boots, doesn't he? He can't run. So when we get hit on the counter, unless he's near a player and his positioning's perfect, he gets just bypassed so easily. He is very good. He is mint. I think he's a really good player. But when we get hit on the counter, you need someone with a bit of legs in there, and Rodri's got nothing. No legs at all. Elijah says, what a joke. Yeah, well, you can't win them all, can you, as they say, but I didn't expect something better from City today. Leo says, Nuno Mensch is rubbish defensively. Yeah, he is. He is poor defensively. He looks good going forward, though. He's physical. But the problem is, we ain't got anyone else who's better. Who's better at left-back? Maybe Cancelo, but we ain't got a natural left-back. I miss Aguero when we play like this, says Paul. Yeah, I mean, Aguero was a player who'd pull it out the bag for us. Aguero, not all the time. But these top players... You think of the teams that have won the Champions League. Players that pull you out when you're in the depth of defeat. To me, Mo Salah's that sort of player, and Sadio Mane, to an extent, is that sort of player. Liverpool had that. I don't think... Mahrez did it in the semi-final for us, to be fair. To be fair to him. But Messi can pull a bit of magic out of absolutely nothing. Conrad says, we will be playing Europa League. Well, like Paul said there, Conrad, Bruges are not going to beat us, are they? I can't see Bruges beating us at all. We will go through. It will be us and PSG go through, but we will go through second, I believe. We needed a result today, didn't we, really? Although PSG only drew with Bruges, you never know what happens. PSG could lose against Leipzig, who have had a poor start to the season. I mean, Jesus has come on here and he's doing a lot of running, but I don't want a player that does a lot of running. I want a striker that puts it in the net. The shots here are Raheem Sterling on the bench. I mean, what must Sterling think? How has he lost all his footballing ability? We should have spent the Grealish money on Messi. I've got no problem with signing Grealish, Leo, but why can't you sign Messi as well? And just put him at... We play a false 9. Messi can play as a false 9. What's the problem there? No idea. Is it because of the number 10 shirt? Just give him the number 30. Clearly he was happy to take that. No idea. No idea what's going on here. At least we get an easy team in the round of 16. I don't know. Messi hasn't been that great, says Mr. Tigerman. Exactly. That's the thing, isn't it? You'd say, oh, Foden's had a better game than Messi, but Messi scored and Foden hasn't. Grealish, not on the field anymore because Foden's on. They all had decent games, but everyone's played well at the end of the day, but no one's put the ball in the net. And what's football about? That scoreline. Here's Jesus, little flick over the head of Hakimi. Well done, Jesus. Hakimi fouls him. Referee says goal kick. You're not going to get anything here today, Jesus. It's not a penalty, I don't think. It's a soft one. Leo thinks we're still going to top the group. I don't get it's happening with Sterling. He was just so good last 2 seasons. He's just terrible. I don't know. Neymar or Mbappe? Yeah. They've been... I think Mbappe's been terrible. What a goal by Messi. Leo says, I miss Sané, Aguero and Sterling. At least we had some pace in Sané. At least we had some pace. City pick up the ball. We've got Jack Grealish on the wing, who's not the quickest. Mahrez, who's nowhere near the quickest either. And then Sterling up top, who I've not seen run for 2 years. It's just frustrating. City have got to put this behind them. Like Conrad says there. Focus on Liverpool next. That's the big one at the weekend. I mean, the referee's been shocking, but that's not the reason City lost this game. City have lost this game because of the usual. 86 minutes played, still 2-0 PSG. City have had a lot of balls, so have PSG, but nothing gone in City's favour. City haven't put the ball in the net, and that's what matters. Here's Laporte, Rodri in the midfield. Rodri bringing the ball forward for City. When we moved Sterling to start playing the left wing, Sané got injured, it all started to go wrong. Oh, Mahrez here. Mahrez, little step over Mahrez, and got no finishing touch, and Gini Wijnaldum away. I think this false nine thing is making Sterling look awful. Raz on the right can do a job, says Leo. Yeah, I think that as well. I think he's being played out of position, but there's some inexcusable things. Some really inexcusable things. Here's Mbappe, little step over, and Laporte, really good defending. Goes and plucks the ball off Kylian Mbappe. Sterling's first touch shouldn't be the level of a Sunday League player, Leo, even if he is playing at false nine. Mahrez has been awful, says Mr. Tiger Man. He has, hasn't it? Mahrez has been really bad. City have given up now, by the way. One man we've got to mention, Kevin De Bruyne, has had an absolute shocker today. Absolute shocker. Here's Hakimi. Herrera. Hakimi again. Well done, Hakimi. Everyone's finishing has been dreadful, Mr. Tigerman. Everyone's finishing is always dreadful. That's the issue. You can't have Ilkay Gundogan being your top goal scorer, can you? Here's Neymar. Mbappe back to Neymar. Back across the box into the hands of Edison. We've got literally no one in this team that can put the ball in the net that you can rely on. No one in this team's getting 20 goals in the Premier League, are they? No one. Can't see it. Policy went on the tour of Etihad recently, and I thought we would be adding more trophies to the room, but at this point I don't see it. Possibly Paul, but we'll just have to see it, won't you? I mean, last season we were terrible at the start, weren't we? Mahrez the ball in. Donnarumma chooses to punch again. He's butterfingers, Donnarumma. He's been shocking. Elijah says everyone's been poor. You're right. I think City could still win the Premier League. You can't write us off, can you? Leo says Danny Ings would have got 30 goals. Yeah, I mean, at this rate, I'd take Timo Pukki up top from Norwich in any of these. I really would. Here's Mahrez. Couple of step overs past Nuno Mensch. Back to De Bruyne. He lays it off to Walker. Edge of the box to Rodri. This is... City can't find a way through. Mahrez. PSG defending numbers. Mahrez fouled by Drishkana Gate. Free kick to City. Could be a goal here from a set piece, which would be our saviour. Neymar standing over this. A substitution for PSG. Danilo Pereira is going to come on, the Portuguese. Elijah says this is why we're not winning the league. We won it last season without a striker, didn't we? But I agree with you. I don't think City will win the Premier League this season purely because of the issue of how we lose games. Been the same. City always lose the games in the same way, unfortunately. They really do. And you know it. You know the way it's going. You're watching the game and you're thinking, yeah, this is how it's going to happen. We have to get a striker, says Mr. Tigerman. Well, we said that last summer, didn't we? A glaring hole in the City side is a striker. We didn't sign one. I'm not confident we'll sign one next season. Paul says we smashed Chelsea, but what happened here? I think PSG have got a higher quality striker partnership, haven't they? And they've got Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi's a massive difference, isn't he? Like I said, he can pull something out of nothing. He can have a quiet game, do absolutely nothing, Messi, be invisible, and he puts one in the top corner. We ain't got that sort of player. Mahrez over this free kick here. Wonder if he scuffs it again and puts it through the wall. De Bruyne over it as well. Been 4 added minutes here, so the 90 minutes are up. City always lose dominating. That's quite right. Brandon Shaw is a free kick. No, it is a free kick to City on the edge of the box here, Brandon. De Bruyne and Mahrez have stood over it. It's a good opportunity here. Donnarumma's been poor. If you get it on target, it might go in. All the games message you get is first he chose this game, I know. So here it goes. Kevin De Bruyne and Riyad Mahrez over it. It's Riyad Mahrez straight at Gianluigi Donnarumma, who palms it behind for a throw-in. Everything's been at Donnarumma today. Elijah asked, what if we get Kane on January? I don't think Kane will solve any issues, to be honest with you, Elijah. I know he can put a ball in the net, but he's never in the box, is he, Harry Kane? Here's Cancelo down to Bernardo Silva. Foden. City give it away. Neymar with a good turn. Neymar still going here. Turning round corners and Herrera to Hakimi. Neymar gets his ankles clipped, but he's down like he's just had his leg broke. Bernardo literally just kicked Neymar then out of frustration. Mr. Tigerman says, almost losing to Southampton gives me hope. Same old at the moment. Did really well against Chelsea, but we're not I think over a league season, you've got to be consistent. I don't think City are consistent enough. As long as Raheem starts as false nines, we'll never win, says Leo. Yeah. That's the answer, isn't it? The question has been answered, Leo, pretty clearly. Don't play Sterling at false nine. Because you literally are playing with a false nine, meaning they don't exist. You're playing with 10 players with Raheem Sterling up there. Here's Walker. Here De Bruyne. Cross comes in. Oh, it falls to Jesus. Phil Foden there as well. And PSG still get it away. Gabriel Jesus couldn't get his toe on it. Paul says at least Ferran, you feel like Ferran could have made a difference? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Ferran's a bit of an odd one, isn't it? He's either goes missing and you don't see him all game, or he scores 2 or 3 goals. It's very odd. He's not a striker again, is it? You can't put pressure on him. What is he, 21 years of age? He's not a striker and you want him to be scoring goals. Mahrez just took a tumble on the edge of the box here. It's another free kick to City in the similar position where we had a free kick before. Mahrez over it once more. I don't know if he gets his goal, he'll be all happy, but we're only a consolation goal, wouldn't it, at this rate? We played 3 of the 4 added minutes. So Mahrez over it again. And De Bruyne. Kylian Mbappe lays behind the wall. Gabby and Foden should start from the start of the game. Yeah, I agree with you there, Conrad. I think they've come on and shown so much energy, haven't they? But maybe Pep's saving them for Liverpool at the weekend. Maybe prioritise that game over more. Here's Mahrez on the free kick. Mahrez, and it's absolutely skyrocketed into the stands by Mahrez, who's been atrocious. It was a great deal, in fairness, only like 13 to 20 million, says Paul. Yeah, he was, Paul. I think he's a good player, but he's a young lad, isn't he? You can't put pressure on him like that. Especially when he's not a striker. We could even sign in January to make impact to this team. There'll be no strikers available in January, Mr. Tigerman. This is the City don't make signs in January either, do we? We never make signs in January. The team we've got now is the team we will finish the season with. And that is full time. PSG 2, Manchester City 0. Leo says just sell Mahrez and Raheem in summer. Can't wait to hear Pep's excuses. Tragic, says Paul. Really shocking result for City. Really, really, really poor performance, really. But it's weird, isn't it? It's really weird. When I say poor performance, I don't mean we played poorly. We didn't play poorly. We played decent. But we can't put the ball in the net. And that's going to cost us this season, as it did at times last season, in those key moments. And we knew it was coming, didn't we? We knew it was coming, but it's gone that way anyway. So Manchester City, a 2-0 defeat in Paris. PSG with an absolute cracker of a goal. Idrissa Gueye scored a pretty good goal as well. 2 shots all game, 2 goals for PSG. City had about 15 and no goals for us. Same as usual. Paul's going to go now. Good to have you, Paul. I'm going to go as well. Andrew says great commentary. Thank you much for having everyone. It's been great to have you, and I will be back on the weekend for the Liverpool game. So definitely join us on the weekend for the Liverpool game. Same again. We can talk about the game. Let's hope it's better than today. I don't fancy a 2-0 defeat either. So Paul's hoping we can recover. I hope we can recover as well. Thank you very much to everyone for joining. Please do, if you haven't liked the video, like the video. Check out our other videos as well if that's something you're interested in. And we'll see you guys on the weekend. If you're new as well, make sure you subscribe. We slowed down for a little minute, but we're back on the pace of subscribing as well. Thank you very much, everyone. Great to have you all. See you on the weekend.